In a world where a tyrannical cyclopean overlord rules a kingdom of the blind, where sight makes right and justice and equality do not exist, one woman will strive to bring light to a world of darkness. When her lover is strangled to death right before her very eyes, she'll embark on a quest for revenge, relentlessly stalking the twisting tunnels of her subterranean home in search of the mythical sighted king, and nothing will stand in her way. They say that in the land of the blind, the man with one eye is king, but one woman is about to prove them wrong. This fall, Helen Keller is Deadeye. If you can see her gazing sort of in your direction maybe, it's probably too late. Deadeye coming to theaters nowhere this Thanksgiving. Also, shame on you for making me read this. You're a despicable piece of shit, Pete. Stop picking on Helen Keller. Her disabilities are not for you to poke fun at. She accomplished more in her life than your pathetic ass ever will. Alright, well, thank you, movie guy, both for the intro and also upbraiding me on my character, because you know what? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But you're also not wrong about our situation. We are deep in the halls of an alien base, and Helen Keller has been eliminating some of our cyclopean foes. We've got a cyberdisc pod that we just brought down over here. Some enemies over in this direction. We know there's some additional stuff out here. We've heard it. We've seen it. So what we're going to do is be very cautious. I like our team's position. We're going to send out the big bad wolf here. Just to go sort of peek our head out of our little burrow, poke out of the hole, see what we can see. She's going to be like a meerkat sneaking up to kind of test the air. Where the hell is... There she is. Right, so big bad.
Moving to position.
Bring you... Alright, well, I don't see anything. Alright, well, let's continue our very cautious... we can probably move... Do we want to move forward? I really don't want to go into this. I really don't want to go into this blind. I think maybe we need to use a motion tracker here. How many charges of motion tracker have we got left? Big Bad still has both their battle scanners. 2 on Roosevelt. You know what? I think it's time for Eleanor Roosevelt to use a charge on the motion tracker. We need to know what's out here.
Okay.
Oh shit. Okay, wait. There's guys right here. So we have a pod here. And a pod that's going to be like here, roughly? Okay, well, if there's a pod over here... Alright, we're going to reposition. So we got to reposition the entire team then. Here's what we're going to do. Since there is a pod over here, and this encounter went largely, I mean, flawlessly. We really did a good job. I think the right move is just, let's have everybody sweep back, set up this same formation on the other side, and take out that pod the same way we took out this one.
Moving.
So go ahead and fall back. Oh, we need to get you out of here without popping that pod, Big Bad Wolf. Can you cheat it to this side?
Got it covered.
Well, by cheating it, I mean just run in a straight line like you weren't paying attention to anything I said. Fantastic. No, good work. I'm very proud of what you've done. Everybody else, haul ass and get to the other side of the map, because we're just going to flip-flop this. I'm really glad I used that motion tracker. I was thinking about just walking out there and body popping them, but you know that would have been a monumentally bad idea. So I'm very glad we did it the way we did. I think Helen Keller and VD Van Dorn... Well, Helen Keller's definitely where she needs to be, so let's just have Keller steady her weapon. Van Dorn, I think we're just going to bring... Mary Mallon, you're still all the way back there.
10-4.
Let's get you a little closer to the fight, Mallon. Mustache, we're going to want you over here, so start moving. I think VD Van Dorn we're going to have step up to here a little bit. So hop on up, VD. Get you set. We don't have any enemies active now, so we don't really have to worry about cover. We're just going to come over here and set up another perfect ambush. I'm hoping this is not a pod of chrysalids. If it's a pod of chrysalids and they pop right on top of us, that could be real bad for pretty much everybody involved. So, Big Bad Wolf, we're going to want you... I mean, half cover is full cover for you, so if somebody has to be in poor cover, you should be that person. Typhoid Mary, let's get you up there. Mustache, I think we want you up here.
Roger that.
Sporty Spice, we're going to want you twice as nice right here. Get in the corner. We got to be very careful. I'm very concerned about misclicks here. One misclick, somebody walks through that door, they're probably fucking dead. Keller, steady. Tesla? you're probably right where you need to be. Let's actually move you to this corner. We'll put you on Overwatch. We may have you wheel around. If we need an emergency grenade, you would be okay in that respect.
Already there.
Roosevelt, we can cap you out there. VD Van Dorn, we're just going to have you steady. Keep the VD flowing.
Okay.
Keep the power strong. It's Overwatch then from Maggie T. Erwin, you're definitely right up here. You're on Overwatch.
Come get some.
We're going to take one more turn because I'm not going to leave anybody sitting out here. We already encountered Itchy Trigger Tentacle once, and whatever... Okay, so... I was just talking about Itchy Trigger Tentacle. Now I think this door has another cyberdisc. This could be a cyberdisc pod, because the chrysalid pod came from a... So it's either a cyberdisc, or it's a cyberdisc and chrysalids, but the motion tracker didn't seem to indicate there were quite that many enemies. Alright, let's pile up. We're going to get Big Bad Wolf up here. Half cover is full cover for the Big Bad Wolf, and this allows her to apply her distortion field more liberally.
I'm on it.
Overwatch for Clemens, 40 Spices on Overwatch. Mary Mallon's fine right where she's at. VD Van Dorn and the Deadeye are both going to be steadying her weapon. If it is a cyberdisc, we can disable its weapon if we need to. Although, we handled that last cyberdisc. I mean, it didn't even cause a problem. We just utterly destroyed it. So I'm not really that worried about it. The smart move here would be to have... I should have had Eleanor. Yeah, that was dumb. I should have had... We're huffing and puffing and blowing a house in, or opening a door. Probably should have the Big Bad Wolf doing this, because if this is a cyberdisc and not chrysalids, Itchy Trigger Tentacle is going to activate here.
We've got company.
Yep, okay, it is a cyberdisc. So Itchy Trigger Tentacle kicks. Alright, everybody's okay. Our cover took a little bit of damage, but everybody's still okay. Alright, so this is not bad. Actually, what do we got? 2 drones. This is it? 2 drones in this thing? Well, its health total is alarming. What is that? 10, 20, 30, 40, 43 health. So this thing's gonna have like every ability ever, right? Let's have Helen Deadeye Keller take a look and see what it's got. Well, I don't care about the drone, Deadeye. I mean, yeah, I understand you're on a vendetta against the Cyclopean overlords who strangled your true love, but let's worry about It's a Dreadnought. Fantastic. Yep, that's lovely. It has squad sight. So squad sight and aggression, brilliant. Rapid reaction, of course. Heat warheads, evasion, bombard, heat ammo, death blossom. Tandem warheads, lovely. So it has every engineer ability ever. Its grenades are going to be monstrously devastating. Light them up, damage... It's got damage control. Oh, it has combined arms too, which makes its damage control ridiculous, and it applies that to the rest of its... That's just ridiculous. And repair servos, because you're going to do about 2 damage to it a turn, and with repair servos, it never actually takes damage. Fantastic. Okay, so that thing is absolutely unstoppable. It's going to take no damage after the first time we shoot at it. Just none whatsoever. Is it on over? Nothing is on Overwatch. I really want to try and throw a... I almost think we have to. What if we don't kill it? I want to get Tesla out here, and I want to have him throw an acid grenade at it. Do I think we can do 43 damage? Okay, here's what we'll do. I have a plan. We are going to employ an acid grenade. So first things first, we have the Madman come around here. If for some reason we can't get 43 damage out of this guy, what we'll do is we will have Helen Keller never... I was thinking we'd have Helen Keller command Tesla, but he's going to be too far. He's too far away. Alright, well, now I have to hope that we can kill this, because if we can't kill this guy, I just killed Nikola Tesla. I don't want to be the man responsible for killing Nikola Tesla. I think Edison did a good enough job the first time. So let's see, Helen Keller had can't miss shots, which means we have 4 can't miss sniper shots. We can probably kill this thing. 89% from Sporty Spice is pretty good. Let's go ahead and fire this up. Alright, Sporty, give me some hits here. That's a huge start. Okay, I may have been worried about nothing, because with the acid grenade, she just did 32 damage with a single shot. That's pretty good. And Dorn, you only have 1 target? That is all you can see, huh? Alright, well, give me the lead shot. Let's see what we can do here.
Target disabled.
You could kill it. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Nice work, VD. And I think the explosion killed the drone? Yep, the explosion killed the drone. So there's only 1 guy left here, and it's going to be dead by Margaret Thatcher. Oh, there you go. Alright, well that went remarkably well. Apart from the fuck up with Tesla, which was admittedly a very stupid mistake. But we learned a valuable lesson. When shit has that stupid damage control ability, the hard counter to that bullshit, yeah, throw a corrosive grenade at them and they're just wrecked.
To Overwatch. Roger that.
So that worked extremely well.
Commander.
Clemens, we actually don't really even need to be in cover.
Okay.
And since we're already over here, I think what we'll do... We know there are enemies out here. We saw them on our motion tracker. There's a pod right here. I'm almost willing to bet it's mutons. That's the only other activation sound we've had, except for chrysalids. It could be chrysalids. There's a pod of mutons or chrysalids right here. If it's chrysalids, they have to follow us once we pop them. If it's mutons, I don't want to be up here because all of this cover is fucking destructible. And yeah, also there's an exploding fusion coil there, so... I think our best bet would be to have the big bad wolf do some dangerous action and sort of... She's gonna have to bait. We're gonna have to use her as bait. Also, before we do that, though, there's a couple adjustments we need to make. Specifically, let's not have Nikola Tesla standing here screaming, flank me, painting a target on the side of his head and asking some bastard to put a bullet in it. So, Roosevelt, let's get you up here to the front. Tesla, I want you back in Roosevelt's position behind this indestructible cover, because you can throw grenades over it. So, yeah, get your ass right back over here. Slappy, nice job. You're on Overwatch.
Got my eyes on.
The rest of the team, actually, you know what? I was going to say the rest of the team can the rest of the team can Overwatch. Let's get reloads where reloads are necessary.
Roger. I've got my eyes on.
Reload
So Van Dorn, you can reload, steady your weapon. I'm actually not going to move forward here. We've got some time. I need to... Why did I have you reload and steady? That was dumb. I actually want you guys to reposition. This area is clear. I want Helen Keller and Van Dorn over here. If our goal is to try and bait enemies and run them down this corridor up into some Overwatch, I want Keller and Van Dorn up here shooting down that hallway. I don't think they're really going to be able to do anything useful from here. I don't think they'll have good line of sight. So we're going to be spending a couple turns doing a whole lot of nothing here. Whole lot of nothing going on. It's a more boring version of the whole lot of shaking going on, which, of course, popularized by Big Daddy Elvis Presley, who sadly is not on this mission because he stayed at home, cramming his face full of peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Moving to designated position.
Probably also Quaaludes. I mean, Elvis does love him some ludes. And you know what? I'm not even going to go on Overwatch. There are no active pods. Nothing is coming at us. I don't think the enemy is going to wander into us. We haven't killed the command pod, so we don't really have to worry about pod collapse in this situation. I'm just, for the sake of brevity, going to start skipping whole turns once my snipers have moved. Because we're not doing anything until Team Sniper advances. Although, except for take Virginia Big Bad Wolf to that corner. I will do that. To the corner, Big Bad. There you go. Loco, Overwatch. Clemens, Overwatch. Austin.
Aye, aye. On Overwatch.
I just said I was going to not do that, and then I did it anyway.
On the move.
Force a habit. All right, give me Helen Keller, please. Come on, Keller. Thank you, Keller. That's what I want. Helen Keller, please. Thank you. Would like a little bit of Helen Keller. So let's get Keller up here. This is probably where we'll have Keller shoot from. And then we'll have Van Dorn shoot from one of the doorways. Okay, so...
What was that sound?
I'm guessing the pod that's nearby then is not chrysalids, but mutons. We didn't get a direction on the chrysalid pod. I'm very, very worried that we're going to find a megalith in this base. I was worried about sectopods earlier, but now that I'm in the base and hearing the sounds, we haven't really heard a sectopod sound, but we keep hearing the chrysalids. Now I'm worried that one of these rooms is going to have a fucking megalith in it. That would really suck. A lot. So we're just going to skip this turn. We're going to set things up, then Virginia Big Bad Wolf goes and does some remarkably dangerous shit. I'm sorry to ask you to do this, Virginia. I mean, it's supremely risky, and I know that it's risky. That's what makes me feel bad about it, is that I know it's dangerous. All right, go around here and peek around this corner just to make sure. Okay, this area is empty. But we already knew that. I mean, we saw it on the motion tracker. So there's a pod right there. How is the best way to activate that pod next turn? We might be able to activate him with only 3 tiles of movement by stepping to there. I don't think that's likely, but we'll try it. And then if that doesn't work, subsequent turn we'll move to here and then to... So we're just going to leapfrog this like 3 tiles at a time. I'm inching along like a very hungry caterpillar. Except I'm hungry for death. Specifically the death of the aliens, not the death of my troopers. We're going to be steadying our weapons, and we are going to be overwatching here. There is a chance we will activate a pod. Okay, so it's definitely mutons then. That's the mutons. You saw them on the motion tracker, you know where they're at. I don't think this move... Let's try and save a turn here. Just in the interest of brevity, I don't think this move is ever going to spawn a pod. But we might be able to pop them if we go to there. Sporty Spice. Alright, so Big Bad Wolf.
Position confirmed.
Can you activate them? No. Okay, so you're on Overwatch then. And rest of the team? I'm just going to Overwatch around the horn. Without the pods activated, I don't really care about having my snipers with their weapons steadied. They're not likely to get a shot at anything. Overwatch doesn't trigger on squad sight, so... Chris, there's a lot of mutons out here. Now, there is a case to be made for tossing a battle scanner as well, but the thing is, we already know there are enemies out here, and I don't want to waste a battle scanner because we're probably just going to be running away. So it seems like maybe coming to here...
Got it covered. Hostile spotted.
Okay, there, alright, so it... okay, it's a shitty pod. One of those guys has all of the health. So we have 3 very powerful muton elites and then 3 regular mutons. Don't give a shit about you or you. What abilities does this guy have? All of them, I'm gonna guess. So Opportunist, bring him on. Tactical Senses. Suppression, Hyper-Reactive Pupils. Tactical Sense, bring him on. Heat Warheads, Bombard, Light 'em Up, Combined Arms. Fortio as Una, which is an ability I absolutely despise. Okay, so that guy is friggin' unkillable. What's his little pal here? What are you? You're a Muton Elite Sentry. Suppression, Hyperreactive. You're dangerous, but less dangerous. Okay. Don't shoot, because you have got to run... Oh, ugh. We need her to run away. We desperately need you to run away. I don't think she's gonna be... She can't get away. Oh, I've made a terrible, tragic mistake. If we put you right here... One of those guys would have to charge us to get even a shot at you, and I still think you would be safe-ish. Alright, so let's get over here. Okay, we can't see any of the enemy, they can't see any of us. That's good. That's a win. Alright, so we're overwatching around the horn. Snipers are going to steady their weapons for the long ball squad sights. Overwatch with the Iron Lady. Helen Keller, steady that weapon. Overwatch for the rest of the team. And next time, Virginia the Big Bad Wolf is hauling ass back to safety. You gotta run for it, girl. Girl, you gotta run, girl. Run! They're coming. You gotta get out of there. Alright, come on. What are these alien bastards doing? Alright, they didn't do anything visibly offensive. That's good. We want to try and let them come to us. So, Big Bad Wolf, if you would be so kind, let's get you the hell out of Dodge. We didn't even see the enemy. Okay, good. So, Overwatch and around this corner. And now we play the waiting game. I mean, I know the waiting game sucks. I, too, would rather be playing Hungry Hungry Hippos right now, but this is what it is. This is how we dealt with almost an identical pod the last time we were in one of these alien bases, and it worked the last time. I'm just going to give it the opportunity to work again. It worked once. Let's see if it'll work twice.
We're alone out here.
Yeah, you and Tiffany. So that's probably going to be the extent of the enemy activity. I really am worried that a pod of crystalids is just going to come charging around this corner and fucking flank and destroy us. And nothing fancy here. It's... I mean, you know what's coming. It's Overwatch creeping. We can't not Overwatch creep in a base, and I know I hate it as much or more than you do, trust me. I really don't like Overwatch creeping. This is the only way this pod of Muton Elite Commandos does not kill us, simply because there's no cover up here that isn't destructible. You can't fight Muton Elites with destructible cover as your only source of cover, because you're gonna have no cover. They're just gonna destroy it. Alright, so we got that guy who's gonna be basically completely unhittable. 38%. Yeah, he's gonna be a problem. Sporty Spice, twice as nice, could take some rapid fire shot. Honestly, we might be better off to just suppress him, take the free damage from Mayhem. Limit his ability to throw grenades. and see if we can't pick him off with some sniper action. We want to get him holo-targeted before we take any shots. Helen Keller does have shots, and actually not terrible shots, as does Van... Okay, we can make this work. What's your shot like, Van Dorn? 65. You know what? Double 65s, those are pretty good. If we put a holo target on him, which we can do. All right, so Sporty Spice, go ahead and hit him with the suppression.
Copy that.
We suppress that guy, we get holo targeting. More importantly, we get him suppressed, 1 damage, and a 2-hit bonus for Helen Deadeye Keller. All right, Keller, start cracking. Crack-a-lack, boom. All right, strong start for Keller. 9 damage out of the box. Let's see if her double tap can hit him. Disabling his weapon would only almost guarantee he throws a grenade. I do not want this bastard tossing grenades. So follow-up shot is a miss. That's unfortunate. All right, VD Van Dorn, 75%. We need... I kind of need you to hit both of these, champ.
Missed the target.
Yeah, I'm not salty about it either, Van Dorn, you piece of garbage. That may have just killed someone. Alright, well, the 10 damage critical is helpful in making up for it. That means we only need to get really 1 hit from the rest of our team. So, Samuel Mustache Clemens, a hit here would be nothing short of monstrously. Beautifully done, Clemens. Beautifully done. Overwatch then for you.
Got it covered.
That was beautiful. That was a thing of beauty, Samuel Clemens. That's why we trust the mustache, folks. That right there, that's why I trust the mustache. Because the mustache keeps us safe. Protects our upper lip from the horrors of the climate and the environment, but it also protects us bodily from bullshit enemies. Little shot here from the mustache. You can't hit them all, mustache. It's fine. It can't rain all the time, champ. We're gonna blood call. All right. Well, that's so. There's a muton there, clearly, and 2 at the base. So they're coming at us 1 at a time. Surprisingly, I'm totally comfortable with that. 34% twice. Either of these hits, that guy's dead. That's a miss. Also a miss. Not surprising, mostly we were just looking for some holo targeting there. Deadeye, 62% to hit with the holo target. I'm comfortable trusting Helen Deadeye Keller to pap this one. She did not.
Negative damage.
Yeah, what the hell was that all about, Keller? Alright, well, maybe Van Dorn can show some initiative. Van Dorn? We're gonna be able to not kill 1 single fucking mutant. Well, Van Dorn did his job. We really need a turn to reload. So it's Overwatch for you. Tesla, Overwatch. Mustache, 68%. I kind of need this one. There it is. Samuel the Mustache Clemens continues to deliver. Once again, the mustache protects, ladies and gentlemen. The mustache is protecting us. It's keeping us safe.
Come get some.
So we've downed 2. That means there are 2 regular mutons and 2 mutons elites to go. So we've got 2 down, 4 to go. This guy is getting overwatched by the mustache. So the mustache's Overwatch shots have not been amazing. Alright, Virginia Big Bad Wolf. Shotgun blast to the face, solid damage. That's gonna leave a mark. Samuel Mustache Clemens with an even better shot. 9 damage critical, that's gonna leave a mark too. We might be able to pick this guy off. If he moves again and he's gonna throw a grenade at us. Okay. Big Bad. 5 damage, huh? From a grenade? That's tandem warheads in action. Oh, he's gonna throw another grenade, aren't you? This is such horse shit. On the plus side, she didn't even take damage from that one because that guy didn't have the same grenade abilities. Okay. That's still armor damage. We have plenty of opportunity to patch that up. So if you would, please, Jane Sporty Spice Austin, fucking eliminate that piece of trash. Well, the first shot he dodged out of the way of Matrix style. I would say that he's the one, but much like Cypher, I have to ask the question, how can he be the one if he's dead? Look into his eyes, his big, pretty muton eyes, and tell me if you think he's the one. Nice shot from Helen, from the Big Bad Wolf. The other mutons that are also sort of subsequently unavailable to follow this up, I'm not too terrifically worried about. Alright, Team Sniper, we're down to sort of final rounds in the bullet department. We need this guy to die.
Damn it, missed the target. Ammo here.
Yeah, you know, Helen Deadeye Killer, I gotta say, I'm a little disappointed with what you've been bringing to the team in the last couple turns here because your performance has been questionable. Van Dorn's likely questionable. I'm thinking you guys may have the same venereal disease. You've infected each other with something that's throwing off your aim. Mustache, I'd really rather have you be on Overwatch if at all possible, but I don't think that's gonna work. I don't think it's a workable situation. No, alright, so Mustache, you gotta take this shot and then reload. That's gonna be your best friend. So the Mustache finally fails to come up pure aces, but that's okay. I'm fairly confident we can still get this guy. Steve, Loco, Irwin. Ah, if only you were one tile faster, we wouldn't have to run and gun. But we're gonna have to run and gun.
Stick and move, stick and move.
Alright, so Steve's gonna run and gun to here. We're gonna take the shot. We need to see what's around this corner. This is the last Muton Elite. The only other thing that could be around this corner are regular Mutons. I'm not too terrifically worried about that. That was a huge shot from the Steve, Loco, Irwin. That was a mighty wallop. Guy has 3 health left. We could have Margaret Thatcher advance and try and take a shot. She might be able to see it from here.
I'm on the move.
She can. Okay, double rapid fire. 38% is not good. Suppression is not going to kill it. We're going to need a straight up hit. Well, that was not what we needed. So that means it's up to, I think Eleanor Roosevelt is like the only person left with an opportunity to save our bacon. Pretty much. Tesla, let's get you over here. You're not even going to have a shot. I could have you throw a grenade, but it seems like a waste of a grenade. Let's... Alright. This is definitely not an optimal play, but it is... This is what we got to do. We don't have any other choice. We're going to have to burn our run and gun here. We should have a pretty good shot at this guy. 71% is nowhere near as good as I was hoping, but still good enough to get the job done. Alright, Typhoid Mary, we're going to bring you over here, because we got to get Big Bad Wolf to fall back and get a little bit of heal action. Van Dorn, you guys are you the only 2 left? Yeah, you're done. You're just waiting on a wasted double tap shot. We need to reload with Team Sniper here. There are still 2 regular Mutons that we gotta be cognizant of. Those guys are lurking around somewhere. We gotta still be careful about those bastards. They're on the field. Here comes one of them. He's gonna be dead. Or close to it. If he continues this move, he's fucking dead, because Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt should kill him.
They're falling back.
Or he could run up and scream in our face. Yeah, he fell way back. Look at that. Mighty fall back from that guy. He really fell back, didn't he? So now Steve, Loco, Irwin is also going to require one of our med pack charges. I'm a little salty about that.
Overwatch.
It's Overwatch for the Wolverine. Big Bad Wolf, get your ass back to safety. Steve Irwin, I want you taking her spot, because you're next to be healed. So get your ass back here. You're on Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Clemens, keep us safe. Sporty Spice, go ahead and reload. Typhoid Mary, you got to heal here, so get one. Yeah, put it on the guy who's down 1 health. That's the right call. Don't at all put it on the person who has to take every single Overwatch shot in the game. Reload for Van Dorn, he's going to steady. Thatcher, you're on Overwatch. You know what? Go ahead and reload. I don't think we need you to Overwatch. Reload and steady then for Keller as well. Tesla, Overwatch. Big Bad, I need you to get to some kind of cover. I don't want you being shot here, so let's just have you wrap around. And if this last Muton comes running up the stairs, he should die to a combination of Overwatch and close quarters combat shots from the Wolverine and Steve Loco Irwin. Damn right he will, mate. Bastard got to drop on me once, not gonna happen twice, let me assure you. Steve Loco Irwin does not roll like that.
I'm on it.
So Loco's gonna fall back and get healed. Clemens is on Overwatch. Austin, Overwatch.
Aye, aye.
Mary Mallon, patch up Steve Irwin. He took one in the mouth. Steve, there you go.
Rub some dirt on it, you wimp.
God, Mary Mallon's a bitch. Steve Irwin got shot in the face point blank by a Muton with a fucking plasma rifle, and here's you, rub some dirt on it, you wimp.
I'm on it.
That's some Justin Bieber level of discourtesy right there. I mean, normally only Bieber was the asshole healer, but he's got some competition from Typhoid Mary. We're gonna reload for Eleanor Roosevelt.
Reload.
Big Bad also needs to reload. Steve, you might as well reload too, now that I think about it. So where is this last Muton? There's still a Muton.
You hear that?
He's still out there. He does not apparently want to come up these stairs. He's probably falling back in an effort to clever girl us, would be my guess. Okay, so maybe we should consider moving forward. Not with the Wolverine, although she does have lightning reflexes, so it's not really that big of a deal whether it's her or Big Bad Wolf. She's pinned in. Tesla, you're fine right where you're at. Malin, we can just... let's just have you get out of the... Clear the way. The healing is done. Mary Malin has done her duty. Thatcher, you're on Overwatch. We're gonna find this muton. there is no way on this map with this level of enemy aggression that I'm even gonna consider engaging more than one pod at a time. It's something I'm simply not gonna do it. If he wants to try and clever girl us, I will throw a battle scanner and pick him off with a sniper shot if I have to.
Heading there now.
Irwin, Overwatch.
Come get some.
This makes for the dullest gameplay of all time. I hate Overwatch creeping, but you can't really argue with its effectiveness. We just killed what should have been a very difficult pod with a minimum of damage taken. And so Big Bad Wolf to the corner. Find this last muton. Where the hell is he?
Eyes peeled, Commander.
Alright, let's have Steve Irwin and the Wolverine start advancing as well.
All an ass.
Iron Lady, you're on Overwatch.
Aye, aye.
Keep steadying that weapon, Keller. Tesla, keep doing that thing you do, baby. Doing that thing you do. Which is being a shitty Tom Hanks movie with Steve Zahn and, what was Liv Tyler doing in that movie? She must have just really needed a paycheck.
Roger, I've got my eyes on.
Overwatch for you. The guy from An American Werewolf and whatever the sequel was also in that? I wonder if that was before or after the werewolf movie. I don't know. Both of those movies were terrible. So we have more mutons. My guess is that's going to be either berserkers or muton elites. If it's elites, I'm going to want to do the same thing I just did. I'm going to want to pull them back up to the top of this staircase and gun them down. We can't keep taking grenade damage like that, though. That's part of the problem. So nothing. Overwatch. What we could do is put somebody up here on Overwatch, and as they come up the ramp, we could have two guys shooting at them. That's an interesting theory, but I think in practice it would result in tragedy. We've got a stronger position here because of the squad site lane. I think we just stick with what's been working. Assuming we can find those guys. If they're berserkers, it's going to make it really easy, because the berserkers will just run right at us. Roosevelt, Overwatch. There is still one muton running around. There's still a muton at large. There's a muton on the loose. We got to find him. He's on the loose. One of the reasons I'm hesitant to go forward, though, is because we do keep hearing that chrysalid sound, and I am terrified that there's a pod of chrysalids with possibly a megalid somewhere in this room. And I do not want to encounter that shit. 1, 2... Are there... Wait, did we kill everybody? No, there's still one regular muton who's running around. There is still one muton. He's somewhere. There's a pod probably over in this area. Possibly over on this side as well. We're just gonna Overwatch around the horn. Until we find this pod. Okay, so yeah.
What the hell was that?
That's the long distance muton pod. We do have one potential strategy we could use for long distance muton pod. We could bring either Van Dorn or Keller up front, throw a battle scanner, pop the pod, and then lure them all the way back into this. That would take forever, but it would work and it would be remarkably low risk. Keller, you're closer, but Van Dorn is faster. Alright, Van Dorn, you're going to be the man for that job. So we're going to start bringing Van Dorn forward. Thatcher, I would really like you in a position where you could get Overwatch against guys who come around the corner, but we have to then forego Clemens or Sporty Spice, and I don't want to give up shots from either one of them because it's going to do more damage. Keller, you know, you can just stay where you're at, actually, doesn't it? The rest of this is all just Overwatch. Roosevelt, you should probably start falling back. If we are going to try and lure these guys in after a really, really long ball squad sight shot off a battle scanner.
Position confirmed.
Still nothing. Still nothing. Okay. Alright, Loco, you're fine where you're at for now. Clemens, Overwatch, of course.
Come get some.
This is so dull. It pisses me off that Build 15 forces me to play like this. I hate playing this way. It's so friggin' boring. It's just nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens, nothing happens. We just look at this pulsing umbilical cord of goo that writhes slowly beneath the map. That's the most interesting thing that's happening right now, is the slow pulsing writhe of that umbilical cord sort of structure.
Moving.
I'm gonna move big bet. I'm not even gonna bother with Overwatch. I'm just gonna try and speed this up by literally doing nothing. The best way to play XCOM, literally take no actions at all because it only slows you down.
You hear anything?
So there are floaters back there as well. Well, we've picked up a new pod sound, so we have floaters. I'm gonna assume heavy floaters. Everything in this base is absolutely littered and festooned with grenades, which sucks because the only cover in this base is all half cover and all of it's destructible. That's why this map blows. There's no real cover at all.
Going.
We still haven't found that muton, by the way. He's still lurking in the bushes somewhere. He's still hiding. Margaret Thatcher. Once again, I'm going to do absolutely nothing because it's the most effective use of my time. Doing nothing is the best use of my time at the moment. Woohoo! How did you fight the alien menace in that base? Basically, I just stood around and waited for them to get bored and suicide.
Moving out.
Really, fighting aliens has nothing to do with actually fighting aliens. It's more about just being patient. It's like the Guns N' Roses song said, all you need is just a little patience. It's as true for fighting aliens as it is for any other aspect of life. Axl Rose is a wise man. Alright, step to the corner, big bad, and throw the battle scanner. This pod is going to be back here somewhere, so get it up on the upper deck, because they're going to be up top.
Scanners online.
Long throw, here it comes, good arm, nice toss! What is it? It's the one muton. We brought all of this forward, and all we're going to get out of it is an opportunity to kill. You can see that guy, huh? Well, that's remarkable. Holy shit. Helen Keller can see that guy, and she has, well, fuck it. This is the greatest shot of all time. Helen Keller. Well, there you go. I wasted a battle scanner on that. I don't feel good about that fact. I mean, it was a remarkable shot, Keller. Congratulations. That may be a sniper record. I think you just set the long-distance kill record.
Roger. Got my eyes on.
Commander.
Eyes peeled.
Got it covered.
I'm pretty sure she just set the kill record. That being said, it still feels like a complete waste. Also, I guarantee there's another pod back there, because that guy did not run back there for no reason. He was absolutely trying to clever girl us. So there is another pod. Yeah, see, there's absolutely another pod over there. We just didn't get the battle scanner on wherever they are. Okay. Well, this really sucks. Alright, Van Dorn, just steady or what? You know, don't do anything yet, Van Dorn. It's not out of the question that we pop a pod this turn.
Roger. Tracking.
I have to assume there's guys over here. So again, we're just gonna do a whole lot of nothing. It's gonna be all Big Bad Wolf walking around trying to find our foes. I'm very disappointed that battle scanner didn't reveal something more than a single muton. That was a monumental waste of a battle scanner. There are a billion mutons on this map. A billion mutons. A million billion mutons? It's the night of a million billion mutons.
I'm on the move.
Still nothing, huh? Alright, well, this is exciting. Watch as I move 3 tiles at a time in an effort to find the enemy and run away.
Shh. You hear that?
Yep, it's a floater. They're out there. You're gonna have to go body pop them, get shot at, and then run like hell. I don't like forcing you to do this, but it has to be done. You're the best person for the job. You have distortion field, you've got the chameleon suit, full cover, half cover, full cover for you are the same. There's no one else for the job. You have lightning reflexes. You're my most defensive unit. You're the best woman for the job, Virginia
Okay.
Big Bad Wolf. When it comes to huffing, puffing, and blowing houses down, you're all I've got. Okay, well at this point, I'm gonna start bringing up the rest of the team. We're never gonna lure this stuff all the way back here. It's simply too far. So let's start with Helen Kev. Let's start bringing other stuff forward.
Moving out.
We're gonna reposition the whole team. Big Bad, you're just going Overwatch right there. That's fine. Steve Irwin, you're going to be covering the center, so let's get you up there. Iron Lady, I think over here is probably effective for you. Roosevelt, there really isn't anywhere good for you to be. I mean, ultimately, I kind of do want to engage in a fallback behavior. Mustache, let's just put you up here. Tesla, similarly, we're just going to bring you guys a minimum of forward. Typhoid Mary,
Rolling out.
an absolute minimum of forward for you.
Got it covered.
Jane Sporty Spice Austin, we want to get a little closer to the front because she does have squad sight, so she's going to have a more expanded engagement zone than anybody else. My goal is to get my 2 snipers and my squad sight shooter up here so they can start picking guys off once we activate them with some long ball shots after the big bad wolf tracks them down. And Big Bad is not going to move until she has tracked down that pot of probably floaters, I'm going to guess. Alright, so Sporty, I want you over here, actually.
Yes, sir.
You're not going to make it this turn, but it's fine. It doesn't matter because nobody else is going to make it either. Give me Helen Keller, please. It's not Helen Keller. Come on, Keller.
Stepping off.
We're all waiting on you, and yeah, you're visually challenged, blah, 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 but,
Affirmative. Covering now.
Roger that.
somebody go lead Helen Keller. I need her shot. She's the best shot on the team, and it's shameful that our best shot is a blind woman. It really is, but it's true. She probably is the greatest shot on the team. It's funny because it's true. It's also sad
What's making
because it's
that
true.
noise?
It's a fucking floater, Big Bad Wolf. This is not your first day. This is not your first floater. We could save a turn if we shift these two. If we put Van Dorn over here, Helen Keller could maybe make it to there this turn. So we could save one turn of doing nothing. Let's do that then. And the episode's running a little long. If we don't find some enemies shortly to wrap it up after killing one fucking pod, this will be fantastic. That's entertainment, folks. I killed a pod.
Moving to designated coordinates.
Also, Helen Keller really needs to reload. We gotta speed this up some. Come on, guys. Hoof it. Let's go. Double time. We gotta go. It's like watching a room. If you watch it in fast forward, the dialogue gets all squeaky and it's way better. Oh, hi! It sounds way better if you watch it at like 1.5 times speed on Blu-ray.
Reloaded.
So reload, steady. Nobody else even matters. Irwin, you don't matter. Austin, we can at least get you in the corner. Assuming that tile's going to be clickable for whatever reason it doesn't want to be. You can hunker down. Don't care about Mary Mallon. Don't care about Steve Irwin. Van Dorn, steady your weapon. And that's the end of the turn. Alright, you gotta go find these floaters, Big Bad Wolf. I really feel my bloodthirst rising. I need to kill something. We need to kill. The team is a team of killers. We need to kill. You gotta give me something to kill. Chrysalids, floaters, more mutons. We know there's stuff up on that back deck because it's absolutely what that muton was trying to drag us into. He was completely trying to clever girl us. He just didn't get quite clever enough. It was the least clever of clever girls. So
Okay.
here, still nothing. All right then. Well, let's get the team sniper. It's Overwatch for Sporty Spice. The snipers are both going to steady their weapon, and then I'm just going to skip everything else because it doesn't matter. This is how Build 15 forces you to play. You have people literally doing nothing because it's the most efficient use of your time. Might as well just be playing with like 5 guys. I mean, Nikola Tesla has done largely nothing this mission except for throw 1 corrosive grenade. And it was monumentally useful that he did it, but it really feels like he's not participating. It's going to be hard to give him his blue participation ribbon when he hasn't really participated at all.
Roger. Tracking.
This needs to pop something. You've got to be shitting me. Alright then.
Roger that. Scanning.
Just...
Overwatch. Aye, aye.
Roger that. Scanning.
Overwatch.
This is so dull.
Come get some.
Keep it in.
Nice field, Commander.
Come on. Give me some fucking enemies to
I
fight.
don't think we're alone out here.
Once again, Virginia Woolf, you continue to disappoint me with your continual quoting of Tiffany. Also, you're getting the lyrics wrong, man. You know who sings that song, Virginia Bad Wolf? Is it Tiffany that sings? Yeah, you know what? Let her sing it. Can't even get the words right. Pop
Roger
something.
that.
This is screamingly frustrating. screamingly frustrating, and that I may literally start screaming at my monitor. You know what? I'm not even going to study the weapons because it doesn't matter. We're never going to find this last pod. Of course, now that I didn't study my weapons, that means this will be the turn that I find something and I will miss it for having not studied, and Virginia Woolf will get killed. Because I'm lazy. The aliens are boring me to death. They're victory through boredom. That's the Build 15 motto. Victory through dullness.
Solid copy.
Unbelievable.
I'm on it.
I don't even... This is so uninteresting.
What's that sound?
Yeah, it's the same pod of mutons that's up there trying to clever girl us that's been doing it for the last hour. And I'm getting real salty because this is supremely fucking boring. We know there's a pod up there. We know it's up there. There are floaters. I'm so salty.
Okay. Multiple incoming
Thank
hostiles.
Christ. 3 floaters. We've been waiting all of this time, and what do we find? 3 friggin' floaters. 3 floaters. That's what we found. 3 floaters. Alright, Van Dorn, start shooting. That was a good shot. I mean, you hit him. 9 damage. That's something. Double back-to-back 70% chances. Hit him again. That'd be good. Oh, there you go. 17 damage from old VD to start things off. Helen Deadeye Keller should have shots at that guy as well. No, Virginia Woolf does, but we're not going to take those shots. Alright, Keller. 67% for you, which is not as good. If these both hit, we can kill that guy. It's 7 damage. If you can go 7 damage for me again, a little bit of double tap here would be good. Come on. Come on, Keller. You can do it. You can do it. You didn't do it. You didn't do it at all, Helen Keller. Nobody else has anything at all to offer. I mean, we could have Virginia Woolf shoot us. She has a 13% chance to hit. Having Virginia Woolf shoot at him is monumentally stupid. Alright, well, if we move back to here, we shouldn't even have vision to any of the... Suddenly I can see more enemies. That makes perfect sense. I don't suppose you have shots at either of these, do you, Austin? Nope. Alright, well, it's Overwatch for you then.
My eyes on.
And I don't think anybody... Nothing matters. Nothing really matters. Nothing else. It doesn't matter at all. I'm gonna be real regretful if that heavy floater has squad sight. One of those guys flies high, comes over here, and he gets a shot at this unit, or somebody, like, he gets a ridiculous long-range squad sight flank shot. I'll be so salty it won't even be funny. I'll be crusted, rhymed with big grains of salt. He's gonna throw a grenade. So it's just all grenades. That's gonna be the whole mission. It's gonna be people throwing grenades at Virginia Woolf. That grenade did 9 fucking damage. Well, she's probably gonna get killed by a floater then. With no cover and, like, no health. She's been critical twice. Well, I am so pissed off right now. That was ridiculous luck. Ridiculous undeserved luck, I'd like to point out. And he repaired 2 health. This is gonna be the whole mission. It's gonna be Virginia Woolf going forward, not being able to run away far enough and getting hit by fucking grenades. That's gonna be the entire mission. Literally the entirety of the mission will be that happening over and over and over. I didn't bring enough health kits. Also, we may not be able to kill that guy. This style of gameplay, I hate it so much. I hate it so much. I hate it so much. It's bad. It's just bad. It's not fun. It's boring. It's dull to watch. It's gamey and cheesy. It's so unsatisfying. It's so unsatisfying. Well, shoot that guy then. Double 84s. This is a kill in all likelihood. Or we could miss what should have been a slam dunk shot. And then did not enough damage on a follow-up. Brilliant. Well, Virginia Woolf may still die. I don't know if she's fast enough to get to safety.
Solid copy, Commander.
On the plus side, the enemy is out of grenades, so they can't destroy her cover again. Got that going for us.
Overwatching.
Got it covered.
I'm so salty right now. This is a terrible... We waited, what, like 10 minutes of slow, methodical, ridiculous, stupid advancing, and after waiting 10 minutes of slow, methodical, ridiculous, stupid, boring advancing, this is what we get. The same thing we could have got if we had just ran ass first right up into the middle of the enemy. Hit with grenades and shot by cheap shots. We could have just ran pell-mell into the fucking fray and gotten the same result.
Taking fire over here.
I'm supremely salty.
And we have to continue to fall back because with Virginia Woolf injured, we can't afford to not. So if you could please kill this guy, that would be great, Helen Keller. Thank you.
Target disabled.
One heavy floater and his little compatriots have completely ruined Virginia Big Bad Wolf. We're gonna have to use, like, every heal to get her patched back up. That really sucks. Nice shot, Van Dorn. Didn't even kill him.
Available.
Yeah, well, that's gonna happen, Van Dorn, when you shoot like shit. Double 74s. Sporty Spice finally finds the mark. Well, Typhoid Mary, we're gonna need you over here, so why don't you just start running that way? Somebody's gotta go save Virginia Woolf, because who's afraid for Virginia Woolf? Me. I'm afraid for Virginia Woolf. She's gonna die if we don't get her to safety. Run like hell, Virginia. Run. I mean, just all of the run. Run. You run. Don't stop. Run and keep running. Don't ever stop. Keep running. Forrest Gump it. Run right out of the stadium on the far end. That's how you do this.
I feel, Commander.
Yeah, it's the turn is over. I don't care. There's nothing else important that's gonna happen. This floater's gonna come forward and somebody may shoot at him. That'll be, or likely he'll come forward and get a shot at Jane Sporty Spice Austin, who's in half cover. That's probably the way that shit will work. Yep, and he's gonna shoot at Sporty Spice. Oh, he's gonna fall back. He's gonna try and clever girl me. It's a clever girl attempt. He's right there though, so we should be able to at least get a shot. Nobody has bullets.
Let's rock.
Keller, go ahead and study. He's out of grenades, so I mean, he can only go to the throw a cheap-ass grenade at us once. He can only go to that well one time. Alright, Steve. You do have lightning reflexes, so we can't afford to send you forward. If this guy is on Overwatch, which we know he's not, but if he is, it'd still be okay. We really only need squad sight here, and I think Jane Austen might be able to finish the job. Please, Sporty Spice. Please finish the job. Thank God.
X-ray down.
Alright, so the floater is done. Mary Mallon's gonna come over here. Well, Big Bad, we're gonna get you patched up. This is gonna use most of what's left of our med kits, by the way. And we can't not heal her to full, because if we continue with our plan as sort of designed,
On the move.
she's gonna be getting hit like 6 more times. So, yeah, this sucks. Oh, here comes one patch. We're gonna patch her up again. Don't be calling her a wimp. She should be dead right now. She's already limped back to safety from beyond the grave. A woman who should be dead. Don't be giving her shit. I won't have you giving her shit.
On Overwatch.
Link to Overwatch.
Overwatch.
Eyes peeled, Commander.
I'm so disappointed in Salty. And this may be the last episode I record for the day. I may take a little break. This really, really is draining for me because it's so unfun. It's so dull. So boring. I'd say it's like watching paint dry, but that's not true. It's actually like watching a fucking Farrelly Brothers comedy while watching paint dry. You know what? It's actually like watching a Farrelly Brothers comedy about paint drying. That's how dull it is.
Soldier.
Sorry, Farrelly Brothers, but we all know your shit is fucking boring. I mean, this didn't come from me. I'm not the one who made those films. Alright, Thatcher. I mean, I guess we can start moving people forward. This is probably going to be our last turn. Helen Keller, you're going to study your weapon. It's all going to be squad sight shots from here, and I think we're going to have to start taking some chances with different units, because we can't afford any more punishment for Virginia Woolf. If she gets unlucky with a grenade again, she's going to go down in a heap.
Double time.
Move you there. Clemens, let's get you forward, and we can... I was going to say put you on Overwatch, but clearly that's not the case. Tesla, for one turn, you can take cover behind that. That'll be fine. Big Bad, head back towards the front. Big Bad does have a battle scanner left, but I want that battle scanner for the final room. I really don't want to have to go into that room blind like I've had to do several other times. I don't want to do it, and I'm not going to do it. And also, there's still a pod of mutons over there. Yeah, it's either mutons or outsiders, actually, because that pod didn't make noise. Could be outsiders. I don't want to fight a squad of uber elite outsiders right now. I really don't. Let's get in position and make this... We'll use a motion tracker to start things off with our next turn. But for now, Eleanor the Wolverine Roosevelt's going to come up here. She only has 1 charge left on her motion tracker, which sucks.
On Overwatch.
Overwatch there. Virginia Woolf is going to be on Overwatch right there.
On Overwatch.
Clemens, I guess we'll have you step to this corner and go on Overwatch.
I'm on it.
Tesla, I need you to get away from Johnny Explosive Device, so if you could do that, everybody'd be real happy. Typhoid Mary, you're probably safe enough right here.
Got it.
Let's just get you a little closer to the front line. I have a feeling somebody's going to be in need of your services very shortly. Steadying our weapon, Iron Lady's on Overwatch. Steadying the weapon there for Helen Deadeye Keller. Tesla, get away from the bomb. Somebody set us up the bomb, Tesla. Don't do them the favor of standing right fucking next to it, please. Alright, and that's our last turn. So I'm going to wrap things up. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comments section. Of course, your support really does mean a lot to us, especially on dull-ass, boring, crushing grind episodes like this. If you'd like to see more of this crushing, bitter grind as we slowly squeeze the pulp out of this orange and try to make delicious juice, you might consider subscribing as well. Post new episodes of XCOM every single day. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Hopefully with an episode in which something actually happens. Maybe.